Okay, so welcome to learning Autodesk Revit with step-by-step project-based concept as well as theoretical concept. So lastly, we have created the levels and we have also seen how to modify the level and how to create new levels. Okay, now our next step is use or set the project unit as per requirement, right? So we can go to the manage step and we can use the project unit. So here there is an icon of project unit. Okay, so you can simply go here and here there is an option of length. So you can go to here and you can change the project unit for the length. Click on cancel. You can also change the project unit for the slope. Right now my slope is showing you rise by inches, but instead of that, if you want to change your slope to the degree or percentage, you can also change it from here. So let's say degrees, and let's say I want to see the precision up to 3 decimals, so 23.589 degree, like that. Okay, and unit symbol I also want to use the degree symbol and simply click OK. Click OK. Okay, so this is how you will be change your project unit. Now, after creating the labels, what is the next step? Next step is we need to create a grid. So if we will go to the our practical project, and here you can see in the plan view we have the grid. So as you can see, this is what plan view we have. We have footing plan view, and this is the scale, and we need to create the grid, right? So grid number 1, 2, 3, 4, and similarly we have the grid number A, B, C, D, E up to F, right? So what you can do, we can create the grid as per our requirement. So we will learn how to create the grid as per our practical project requirement. Okay, so we will go to the Revit, and first of all we will go to the plan view in which we need to create the grid. So let us say I want to go to the footing plan view. So I will be go to the footing plan view. So here in the footing plan view, you can see there are 4 elevations: north, south, west and east. First of all, we need to change the scale. So what is the scale? 3 by 8 inch equal to 1 feet. So here I am changing the scale. 3 by 8 inch equal to 1 feet. So these are the 4 elevation: north, south, west and east. And let me create the grid. So to create the grid, you can go to the architecture tab and you can simply click on grid. This is my starting point of the grid and this is my ending point of the grid. Okay, right now it is showing you the 1, and what is our requirement? Vertical grid is 1. That is okay. Now we have 2, 3, 4, so 3 additional grid we have. So what you can do, you can select the grid and you can click on copy and you can randomly do the copy. But while you are doing the copy, you make sure you have to turn it on both the option, constraint and multiple, and you can select 3 more copies. Okay, now we will first dimensioning it properly as per our requirement. So this is 10 feet dimension, this is 8 feet dimension and this is 12 feet dimension. So what you can do, you can go to the annotate tab and you can go to the align, dimension align command, which is same as the AutoCAD, right? Dimension align. And here in the Revit, you can give the dimension practically in a continuation manner, like starting from this grid to this grid to this grid to this grid. Now you do not have further any more grid, so you can don't use the escape key. Just click outside anywhere in the white space area. Okay, if you do the escape, then your dimension will be gone. Now here, what is the best thing to adjust the grid as per our requirement? Here you can see grid number 2 is located at 10 feet. So I am selecting the grid number 2 and I am changing this dimension instead of 11 feet to 10 feet. Then you have to remember in the Revit, whatever the element that you are going to select, those elements will be modified. Let's say if you are going to select grid number 4, then the grid number 4 will be modified. If you are selecting grid number 3, then grid number 3 will be modified. So grid number 3 is located at distance of 8 feet. So I'm selecting the grid number 3, changing the distance at 8 feet. Then after grid number 4 is 12 feet. So I'm selecting the grid number 4 and change the distance to the 12 feet. Okay. Now we will create a horizontal grid. So going to the architecture tab, click on grid command and create a one horizontal grid. And what is the name of that horizontal grid? A. Okay. It doesn't matter whether it is labeling available at this side or this side, doesn't matter. So let me select the grid, click on the file and rename to the capital A and press the enter. Okay. Why I am changing the name? Because the moment when I will be select this grid and copy, it will be automatically create the copy with a specific distance. Okay, with a specific label like B, C, D, E, like that. Now here I am showing you different approach. What is the distance between A and B? 12 feet. So I can selecting this grid, copy 12 feet, 12 enter. Okay. Then after, what is the next distance? 6 feet. Then after again 12 feet. So from here 6 feet. Then after again 12 feet. Then after 10 feet. Then after 7 feet 9 inches. So going to the 10 feet and then after again going to down 7 space 9 enter. As you can see, all the 6 horizontal grids are now created. You can also select the grid and you can just click and drag, so it will be fit to your entire location. And now what you can do, you can select everything and just move the mouse here and click and drag, so it will be use the center of all the 4 elevations, right? Now you can give the dimensions. So going to the annotate tab, click on dimensions. This is my first point, second point, third point, then after fourth, fifth, sixth and complete, right? So this is how you will be able to create the grid. Okay, so I have shown you both method. One is by copy with approximate distance and set as per our requirement, and one is by copy with exact distance and giving the dimension later on. Let me save the file. Whatever the step, again I am reminding you, whatever the steps which I am following exactly, if you will be follow that steps, then you will be create your project, as well as you will be also able to learn the things very practically and from the theoretical command based approach as well as practical project based approach. So let me save the file. After creating the grid, our next step, as you can see, we need to uh, place the footings. So here you can see we have the footing, right? And if you going to the next page, what is the size of the footing? Our footing size is 2 feet by 2 feet by 1 feet. Okay, so our footing size is 2 feet by 2 feet by 1 feet. So let me go to the Revit and let me first create a footing. So how to create the footing? For that you need to go to the structure tab, and here we have the option of isolated footing, right? So we need to click on isolated footing. But right now, as you can see, we have the architectural template and footing is the structural element. So footing is not loaded into this template. So what we need to do, we need to create the, or we need to load the footing, right? So what we can do, we can click on yes, because we do not have any structural foundation family available at here. So we want to load the family, and we will go to the US English Imperial